Hey guys, I'm over here at Mount Rainier National Park at the Ohanapekosh Campground, and I'd like to do a quick little product review on this little fire starter that we have here. This is made by Clean Flame. It's the Clean Flame Rapid Fire Fire Starter. It's advertised as being a very earth-friendly fire starter. There's no kind of chemicals or anything like that. It comes in this big box for around $13 with 10 packets in there. And so you're talking about $1.30 for each one of these things. So what I'd like to do for this product review is do a quick little test of it. We'll talk about what's included in this, how well it does when it's wet, just how well it burns and everything like that. So let's get started with this product review featuring Rapid Fire. As you can see, you have the campfire pit up there in the top right hand corner. We'll be using that later tonight. Here's a quick little look at the packaging. As you can see, very green and earth friendly. So let's take a quick look at this. So quicker, safer, cleaner, and greener. No toxic chemicals or odors. Contents light even when wet. Let's test that out. 100% recycled material. No bio-wax or palm oil used. So I believe that the contents inside of here is made from recycled cardboard containers that are used like at the grocery store for carrying produce. It's a very thick and it has like a wax coating on it. And I believe that's basically what's used in here, packaged up into this kind of a paper container over here. And it gives a few different instances on applications on where you could use this at: fireplaces, wood stoves, barbecues, campfires, and survival. I think for survival that most of us would probably prefer having something a little bit more affordable at $1.30 per fire. That's kind of might hit the budget a little bit, but I think this one probably be better served for those that are very environment conscious, as well as want to be very careful when cooking, maybe for cooking over the barbecue or a campfire, and just don't want to have any kind of toxic chemicals, for example, from burning petroleum jelly or anything like that. So in this application, we're going to be using the campfire. Let's take a quick little look at the back now. Light corners. Let's see, simply light package edge and allow it to burn for 30 seconds before stacking fuel on top. All right, so we're gonna do that. Let's wait for it to get a little darker over here. I'm not gonna start the fire yet, and we'll gather around the campfire and see just how well it works. All right, let's open up one of these and take a look inside. As you can see, it kind of has that beef jerky look to it almost, huh? Nice little tasty treat. But yeah, it's definitely like a thick cardboard type material with a waxy coating to it. See how flammable this is. So it lit up fairly nicely. So let's put this now into the campfire set, and we'll take some closer looks at it. Okay, so let's actually put this one out with some water. I imagine that the packaging is going to be fairly waterproof. Actually, with the wax coating there, I don't know if you can see that with the camera, it seemed to kind of glisten right off of there. Let's try it again. So that did pretty well, huh? Maybe a little harder with the ferro rod. Okay, that went out. But even when it goes out, it seems to constantly be burning though too. So as far as the material goes, it seems to work fairly nice. All right, this one's already open. Let's light it anyway. All right, we have a nice burn going fairly rapidly too. This gives us a good view of the insides. So let's just take a quick look at this burn without any wood or anything on there, and then we'll try it with some other fire starting sources. Gerber strong arm. All right, so it burned for around 10 to 15 minutes just by itself. So let's start a real fire now.
Don't get in there yet. What do you think of that? That's a long time.
Let's try lighting it with the ferrocerium rod. That's going to do it for this video featuring the Rapid Fire Firestarter by Clean Flame. In summary, I think that this works as advertised in regard that it's it burns cleanly, it's using all recyclable materials, there's no odor. So I think that it would be a fire starter that would be best served for those that are number one, real earth conscious. They don't want to do anything bad to the environment, but mainly I think it'd be beneficial to use for those that are cooking over a fire, maybe for a barbecue, also cooking on top of a campfire with maybe marshmallows and hot dogs, or you're just cooking outdoors on while you're at your campground and you don't want any kind of toxic chemicals getting into your food. I think that's what this would be best served for that. I think that it's the price point, I think it's too high. We're talking about $13 for a case of 10, so $1.30 each. I'd like to see those less than $1. I'd actually like to see the size smaller too, because I think it would be more efficient to have inside of your backpack. Carry a couple of these in your backpack and just have it maybe half the size of it, maybe stuffed full. Again, we're talking about all recyclable materials, so I think that the price point could come down on that in that regard. So again, I think it's best served for barbecues and campfires with regard to cooking on the top of the campfire. It is easier to start the campfire using one of these, although normally I just use crumpled up paper, newspaper or something, and some kindling, and that just works just fine. But it is easy to use this, and it lasts a long time. It burns when it's wet, which they advertise for a survival situation. I probably wouldn't say this is a survival fire starter because number one, it's too expensive. Two, it takes a lot of sparks from a ferrocerium rod to start it. For a survival situation, I don't want to be monkeying around like that and just wasting my fire steel. I want a couple sparks and then be able to light that fire immediately. With this, it just takes multiple sparks, which I just think is too much for survival. And it's a little large to have like in a small backpack or anything like that. So again, I think out of everything that they advertise here, I think it would be best served for barbecues and for campfires that you're cooking on. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video featuring the Rapid Fire Firestarter by Clean Flame. Please leave any kind of comments below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.